Hi, this is Merkaba Molly. I'm going to do a reading with the guides. Not sure what this one's going to be about, so let's find out. So I'm shuffling a deck that is called Priestess of the Light. So the first card is friendship. Just asking more about this. Okay, and we have summoning power, which is really the card about the solar plexus chakra, which is the power center, and feels like this friendship is coming into view. So it's not quite there yet, but it's coming into view. We'll find out what kind of friendship it is now. So it almost feels like this is a way to see a relationship rather than to label it. So anyway, we'll get more on that. Yeah. So it's a message about not putting constraints on a relationship, like a label. And this is you may see it as something more than a friendship, or maybe it's starting out as a friendship and you have a view that it could be a romantic relationship, but you're guided to not jump far ahead and just sit within what it is at the moment, okay? Don't put labels on it. And there's something about like self-control here, which was that first card, which was power but also control. And it's like, use your self-control to allow this to show itself. Yeah, and they're showing me a flower opening. It's like, just allow the flower to open, see what happens. Don't put a label on anything until you know, with a bit more experience, what it is. Also, I'm getting, it's like you bring your own ideas about things to a relationship, and you paint that relationship with those ideas, and that's how you see it. It's your perspective, right? And this is asking you to just not judge it or not see it in a particular way through your perspective, but just allow it to be what it is and see it for what it is. Okay, and here we have forgiveness. So it could be someone coming back into your life and you're being guided to allow it to become a friendship without your fears or insecurities getting in the way, okay? Or without jumping ahead too far, thinking it could be something more. And this is where you allow the forgiveness energy to really dissipate. Like the energy, the sadness, regret, whatever it was, let it dissolve rather than glossing over it with an immediate desire for more or something else. Do you know what I mean? So it's more just allow this forgiveness to take place. Oh, and I see, coming back to that first card or second card about the self-power, this is where you may have given your power away to someone, and it's saying this is an opportunity where you bring your power back to you. You see things like this situation in a different way. So this situation may have been something where you blamed yourself, or they blamed themselves, or, you know, it's like the power shifted through that. And it's not that one becomes more powerful through that, it's more that you just give yourself away to someone else and that you become stuck in that energy. And the guides are saying this is the time for forgiveness. We're moving through that. It's a vibrational shift. Okay, and then this card is about diligence, which is the idea of it's going to happen soon, and it's a case of surveying first, surveying the situation before diving in. Okay, so we're getting a bit of a glimpse of what could be coming up if this resonates for you. I'm going to do 3 readings in this. I feel like there's a few more personalized readings to come out, so this will be reading number 1. Okay, so we'll just get a bit more on what is guided around this forgiveness situation. So they're saying it's going to be stationary for a while. It's not really going to move forward much initially. So just, I'll say hold your horses or relax or sit with it. Allow it to process. But I'm also seeing it's going to be happy time. Okay, so there will be some release and happiness through this. And a remembering of the relationship that you guys had once. Oh, I see. So they're showing me that through this block being moved, then both of you can start to remember the real vibration of the dynamic that was pleasant and happy. Okay? So this is essentially, a block is going to be removed from this dynamic, and allow that to happen, and then whatever happens next, you're going to allow to flow rather than try and control it with your perspective. So going back to the idea of perspective, and when you bring your past ideas or the way you see things from the past into the future, it really can wreck what could be something new unfolding. So I feel your guides are really saying, just hold on, relax, let this happen as it is, and see it for what it truly is without painting fear or anything over it, that it's going to turn out badly. Just let it be what it is. Yeah, so it's going to be a quiet time. It's going to take some time to be alone and rest, meditate and contemplate, okay? So forgiveness, and then digesting it, allowing it to settle, and then I feel like coming into a new vibration for yourself where you've released a lot through that process. So this, let's see, we're in September. Doesn't matter if you're watching this later, but in terms of ascension, we've had forgiveness as a theme since around March. So this feels like we're getting closer to the actual act of forgiveness if it needs to be spoken. I've done a lot of videos in the past couple of weeks where the guidance has been to speak up. If you need to say something to someone, do it now. So going forward, after the forgiveness, having a rest to digest it, integrate it, see what comes after that. So what comes after that, guys? Inner peace, yeah. Okay, and also getting another card in my mind, which is fulfillment. Yeah, it's bringing change, okay? So fulfillment and change is coming through this. Okay, the stagnant energy is going to shift. So you're going to feel like a real energy change for yourself as well, like doors are opening. I'm saying allow the dust to settle. Allow the dust to settle. Because as I'm saying that, I'm seeing horses like charging ahead, and I think that's probably the energy that you're going to feel is, now that it's free, or now that I'm free of this regret or whatever it is, I can charge forward. But I think really the guides that want you to just settle down into a new vibration and allow yourself to come into a new frequency, and then you move forward. You're moving forward from your heart, not your mind. Let's go to the Animal Oracle now. Spirit Animal Oracle. I didn't even shuffle, the deck just separated and fell onto the desk. So this is the time for beginner mind, and that's really, you just don't bring in an idea of what something's going to end up like or how it's going to turn out. You bring the beginner mind and you're like, I'm going to be open-minded about this. I'm going to see what happens, okay? So that's definitely the guidance for you in this situation. Just allow it to happen and don't judge. Don't bring your fears in. Yeah, there's definitely change coming in. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be different from after this point. So this is bring your ideas to life, and this is where the energy changes and you can start manifesting. So if you've been trying to manifest something, whether it's a partnership or a new venture or getting on your spiritual path and moving forward, and it's kind of feel halted, this energy change is going to help you push you forward. I'm seeing the angels are going to start guiding you as to what comes next. You're going to start getting ideas, inspiration, and flow. Okay? So this feels like a sense of relief for some people because they've just been waiting, and now it's like change is coming. Yeah, so they're saying co-create with spirit. That's really where you get an idea from spirit. Maybe it's an idea to learn something or to start something. I've had business ideas come in, all sorts of ideas. I get help from my guides about what to do for my work. And this is where you start tuning in with ideas and then you start putting them into action. So you're co-creating. And then maybe you come up with an idea of your own and you say to your guides, help me find this or do this, or connect with the people who can help me. And that's where you're also co-creating with spirit. Yeah, they're just showing me a little crafty business that I started mainly for creativity. And I made a video about this, about making handkerchiefs. And that was an example where I took the guidance from spirit and went with it. So you can look at that video if you're interested. It's called Eco-Conscious Spirit Guides. Okay, so let's look at if this is a partnership as well. Is this a partnership that's coming forward for you? I don't know that it's a partnership for everyone, but it's definitely bringing peace, inner peace, okay? So, and from that peace brings freedom as well. So this is, in itself, it's a great shift in energy, which is going to help you move forward and feel liberated so you can expand more energy-wise, but also on your path. And I think this is just a push for spirit to say, when you come to this point where someone or a forgiveness situation, perhaps you're the one who is needing to say something to someone, when you release that energy that has been pent up, big changes are going to happen, okay? So when you feel guided to do that, do it. Alright, so we'll go to the next reading now. I'll put timestamps after I post this, and we'll just call them reading 1, 2, and 3. So you can use your intuition on which one to watch, or you can watch them all. Okay, so this reading, we're starting with security. And we'll ask what this is in regards to. Okay, so financial security. So a lot of people are feeling the pressure from all the changes on interest rates, inflation, and everything else that's happening financially. at the moment. So, what guidance is there from Spirit around this, please? Okay. So they're saying you are never alone. Spirit is with you. And one thing I'm hearing is you are the master of your financial flow as well. So it's not beyond your control. Okay, so if you feel powerless, this is where you take back your power and you're more driven to look at ways that you can expand your financial flow. And maybe it's like you offer a service and you raise your prices. You know, this is about what happens when you actually take ownership of your finances. So one of the things that can stop us is when we go into anxiety and fear and stress around money, and that really blocks the solutions coming through. So I feel relaxation is very important, and if you're feeling super stressed, you've got to tackle that with like yoga, having a bath, like not trying to think about things like that, but just distracting yourself. Also writing out your worries in a journal. I mean, there's lots of things you can do, but this is the main thing. Look at how to release the fear so you can come into a space of receiving solutions, okay? Definitely this, if you're feeling like you are alone and you have no support, this is saying you are not alone, okay? You must realize you are not alone. Because for some people, this will be triggering some, you know, hereditary, like ancestral beliefs around money, okay? So you'll be triggered if you have fears about scarcity and so on. And this is the card saying embrace the in-between. And this is really like, at the moment, you just got to flow with what is happening. You can't control it. You can't control what's happening externally. So you just embrace this kind of mindset, okay, this is what it is for this time. So I'll adjust, I'll be flexible, I'll adapt. But I'm not going to think that it's forever. And that's what happens with interest rates. They go up and then they go down. So you've got to realize this is going to change. This is just what it is right now. So I'm not going to panic, but I'm going to come into a calm space to manifest or work on practical ways to increase the funds to cover the increased costs. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Be here now, okay? So be in the present moment. Do not worry about the future. The future is beyond your control. All you can worry about is staying in the present moment so that you can then get the ideas that will help change your future. Yeah, so we've got new beginnings. The guys are really saying, like, this is not forever and things will change, so don't worry, okay? Also feel like for some people this new beginnings is like a shift in letting go of the old way of thinking about money and getting out of lack consciousness and moving into abundance consciousness. So it'll trigger you so much that you're just like, I don't want to think like this anymore. Okay, so they're also pointing out that there's a fear around scarcity or availability of goods, foods, anything really. And there's a reminder from my guides, especially when we had food shortages in the supermarkets because of the pandemic, that my guides were saying, do not focus on that, because that is where you get more scarcity in your thinking. And it's like, there's enough for everybody. If we all don't hoard or don't panic, there was enough for everyone. We'll get one more card around this and then we'll move on to reading 3. So we'll get a goddess card for you. emphasizing to calm yourself. So use techniques that are calming. So yoga, meditation if you're calm enough to meditate, and using nature, exercising, and also if you try some yoga breathing techniques to calm yourself, they will really work. And I have a video which you can use to follow that. Okay. And this card just fell out, which is the Guardian. You and your loved ones are safe and spiritually protected. Okay? It's the same message as you're not alone. You are being guided to find ways to navigate this. Okay? You just need to calm your mind enough so that you can get the ideas. And I'm really feeling like this fire is important here. It's like, actually there was a fire in the first card about security. And this fire is about action and passion. So if you have a passion that you know can provide you with an income, go for it. Take action. It's also about your self-power, not giving your power away and feeling powerless. Okay? I really feel this card is all about taking action, but guided by spirit. So I hope that helped you. We'll go on to reading number 3 now. Reading number 3. Okay, I feel like this reading is about allowing change to happen. Yeah, it's about allowing change to happen, allowing shifts to happen, because good things are coming through. And if we hold on to the old, we don't allow the good new things to come in. So the guides are saying there's good things coming, they're around the corner, and you may be aware of this change happening, and it's just saying let it happen, flow with this, because you will be delighted by what is coming around the corner. Some people are not good with change, or they find it difficult to have change in their lives. So this is guidance for you to allow it to happen. Very similar to the last reading, it's about feeling safe as well. So I think you've got to start reminding yourself of times when you've had good change in your life and how things turned out really good. It turned out better than you thought. So maybe you're going through a breakup or some sort of move or something and it's not quite your choice. Yeah, look at this. Expect a miracle. Okay? Have faith that your prayers have been answered. So I hope this helps you just have a bit of peace about what is happening. It's meant to be. Whatever happens is really good for you. And I'm seeing like it's a new beginning, actually. You're giving birth to a new beginning. But at this point, you can't quite see what it is. That's where the uncertainty comes in. Yeah. And here is a golden opportunity. So important doors are opening for you right now. Walk through them, okay? So this is a pretty clear message. If you are facing something like this, just allow yourself to come out of the worry and anxiety from the uncertainty and take a chance. Okay, here we have communication. So you may be getting communication about some sort of new opportunity soon. Okay, so as I was saying, you may get communication. I was also getting a message that you also can communicate with the guides and the universe about what you want and create that new future for yourself. And here we have effort plus intention and achieving something. So it's not just waiting like a lump of clay for something to happen, but actually deciding, what do I want for my life, and putting it out there to the universe, and then taking some action as well. But I think this is where we're coming out of the stuck energy because of the resistance, because I don't want to have change, and then moving through that, deciding I want these things, so I'm going to go for them. I'm going to take a leap of faith. Okay, so we'll get an animal card for you. I'm getting a real sense of joy here, so I really feel, don't worry, it's going to be great. Expansion, and I feel like adventure. One card, please, guys. Yeah, actually the last group got this as well. This is bring your ideas to life. So it's definitely saying you've got ideas, it's time to bring them to life. This energy that is coming in for you as you ride the change is going to help push you forward and really electrify these ideas into reality. Okay, so this is the time to flow with what is happening rather than resist. Go within your heart and really feel into what you want for your life. What would you like to create in your new beginning? Then birth that in the future. Okay? So for you, some of you, you might like to do a vision board. Others might like to draw what they want, like a picture of what they want in their future. Or you might be a list maker. And it's really like just getting your intentions out on paper and then focusing on that. So you can attract in or take action steps to create that. I hope this helped you. And if you would like a private reading or energy session or past life regression, you can visit my website, which is linked below. I do online sessions, and also you can come see me in Sydney. Namaste, until next time. See you later. Bye.